Hey guys, it's William. Welcome back. I hope you are doing super well. Today we are going to make a quick and easy, delicious cake which happens to be gluten-free and very delicious and super summery, since we are going to make a polenta cake that I'm going to cover with some beautiful Mirabelles, which in English pretty much translates to Mirabelle plum. I think it is quite a French fruit coming from the east of France, actually, traditionally. But this recipe is amazing. You can pretty much top it with any fruit you like. Apricots will be delicious, and actually my inspiration for this dessert comes from Nigel Allison, who shared a gorgeous apricot and polenta cake. So let's start with the recipe. You are going to love it. This cake is pretty traditional when it comes to making it, since we are going to start by creaming our room temperature butter with some vanilla extract, of course, and some gorgeous cane sugar. You can use any type of raw or muscovado sugar or even brown sugar or whatever you want. It will be delicious in there. And then we are going to cream everything with a spatula. Pretty simple. You don't need any type of fancy equipment. This is great. Now I'm going to add in my 3 large eggs, and then we are going to add some orange blossom extract. You can add orange blossom water as well, everything works. And it's just to give you a nice idea, but you don't have to add it if you don't like it. You can also add cinnamon, for example, which will be delicious. Not so summery because it feels very autumny, but anything will work in there. You can just stick to the traditional vanilla extract. And then we're gonna mix everything with a whisk. Time to add the dry ingredients, and I'm going to start by using some ground almonds, which are perfect in any recipe and I love the taste. And then we can add the polenta, since it is a polenta cake. Raw polenta, of course, you don't need to make it ahead, and you don't need cooked polenta in this recipe. Please do not make that mistake. And then you're just going to add a bit of baking powder to make sure that your cake rises. And we will finally mix everything with our spatula once again. Once your batter is nice and combined, we are going to butter a very simple cake pan. This cake pan is 20 centimeters in diameter, which equals to 8 inches. And instead of using some parchment paper, I'm just going to use some raw polenta once again to cover the bottom and the sides of my cake pan. This will make sure that everything comes out nicely. This is great. Now I'm just going to spread half of our beautiful polenta batter in our cake pan, and then I'm going to add half of my beautiful Mirabelle plums, and I'm just going to toss them in there. This is great. Now we are just going to cover everything with the remaining polenta batter, and finally I will create a gorgeous design with the remaining Mirabelles on top of our beautiful cake. This is great. Now, final touch, but an important one. I'm just going to chop up some pistachios. Those are raw as well, and unshelled and unsalted. And I'm just going to chop them up and then add them on top of our beautiful cake. And then we will bake everything in our preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius, which is 390 in Fahrenheit, for about 20 minutes. And then I'm just going to reduce the temperature of the oven to 180 degrees Celsius, which is 350 in Fahrenheit. And I'm going to bake it once again around 40 to 45 minutes, or until it looks perfectly brown and set and caramelized on the sides. And then you will end up with the best, moist and thick cake. And that's it. It was that easy to make such a simple and stunning dessert. You don't have to do anything after it's been baked, so it is super easy and a one-step recipe pretty much, since we don't need to make any frosting or anything, I would suggest serving this dessert with a scoop of Greek yogurt and some honey on top of it. It would be heaven on a plate. You can also add, of course, some cream, which is always a nice idea, or some ice cream. If you want to make this recipe, you can find the entire list of ingredients in the description box down below, as well as my social media, so Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you should follow me on Instagram, you won't be disappointed. And also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel to help me grow on YouTube. And give this video a like and a comment, and I will see you very soon for another amazing recipe. Bye!